Hey, I'm Zach Miller. I'm a caretaker here on Pikes Peak, and welcome to Barr Camp. Kind of a little saying at Barr Camp is underpaid in the summer and overpaid in the winter. Like, it gets really slow. I'm sure we help people, we still see people, but it's much more sporadic. And I remember, like, it seemed kind of weird. It was like, there's this cabin. What are these people like? They just live up here in the woods, and like, you know, it seems kind of weird. It's pretty incredible that this cabin that was built in 1922 is still here and still serving hikers. In a world of technology that you can't keep up with, where everything is constantly changing, Barr Camp is like this constant. Like, it's just this little log cabin in the woods. You know, it's like always brown and green, you know, Forest Service rules. You know, I think some people might think like, oh, you have a college education, you're gonna work as a caretaker. That's like a dead-end job. Basically, it's like a crash course in home ownership, you know, just like fixing everything. How do you define a caretaker? Well, they're like a cook and a janitor and a carpenter and a therapist and a psychiatrist and like kind of like a mom. And I'm leaving after 4.5 years and I'm like, man, I learned so many things here. Running means an awful lot to me just because, like, the good times and bad times of life, it's always like that constant thing I can do that I enjoy. Where Barr Camp is like, you're here to serve the people. You're here to help the people. Running is very personal and very kind of selfish in a way. And that was one of the cool things about Barr Camp when I first moved here. Mainly what I knew on Pikes Peak was Barr Trail. I would run to the summit, I would run back down. And while living here, in those early days, and even to this day, I'm still exploring new stuff.
If you had to put an estimate on how many miles you put on this mountain, what would you guess?
We have a loop from here that's like a 20-mile loop. And I think last spring or the spring before, I was running that loop like every day. So, you know, if you're running a 20-mile loop every day, it's like 140 miles in a week. It's like, if I tell people that, they're gonna think like, they're just gonna think I'm crazy. It's time for a change. It's been a wonderful experience, but I do feel like I'll probably be spending some time in Colorado, yeah, because it's great for training.